I'm going mad. Okay, this is Neverwinter for the 50th time. Seems though I can't get it right. As I've said before, though you don't know, we pre-recorded this. The audio messed up. I was talking. I don't know what the microphone was doing, but yeah. So we're talking over it, but you've not missed much from the audio that we had to delete. If anything, this is going to give us a chance to talk a bit more about the game. It's a free game on console.
And it's surprisingly good.
Yeah. And we just have to wait for our past selves to click the button. So,
it's an MMO.
Yeah, free. Basically, we kind of got it on a whim. It looked good.
Coming up in the coming series, so it's kind of good.
But yeah, it's so. Well, yeah, it's good for an MMO. Let's just say that.
It's good with friends.
With friends, yeah.
It's got a lot of really good features like the character customization.
But even if you don't have friends on, that sounds really bad. Even if you don't have friends that play, that have an Xbox, let's say, because my friends don't have an Xbox One, you can still team up with people, and there's generally nice people who, you can talk to. We've found, a couple of people who are nice. We've also found people who aren't nice, but then you just ignore them.
Then you find creepy people.
And then, yeah, there's some creepy shit in this game, but it's like any online game. You get the good stuff, and then you have like the chat room sort of areas. Yeah, this is the opening cinematic, so we'll kind of shush so you can hear it.
To brace yourselves for this. Well, that didn't go so badly.
Get his attention. Cleric, with me.
Rise, my children. Rise and feed upon the living.
Well, she is one ugly bitch.
Pretty badass cutscene now. And here's the equally badass character creator. With a lot of races to select from.
Yeah.
What's annoying is Hannah went through and talked about all the descriptions.
Yeah. I read them all out. Which you can't really do right now because it's in like a tiny window, so we can just record over it. But yeah, it gives you time to read through their history, the race's history, you know, what perks come from what race. As you can see, you can do male or female. Yeah, I was quite surprised at the range of races on this.
Yeah, like I said, like I've played Knights of the Republic, and I swear when I played it anyway, there was only like 3 available, and some of them was one you had to pay for.
Yeah.
And this one just got loads, and they're all really interesting.
Yeah, they've got things that you don't usually see. Sun elves I've never seen before. Tieflings I've never seen before.
Like half orc and half elf.
I really like that. Really, because obviously
it adds a bit more story to it.
I don't know. People are gonna find out eventually, but I'm like a huge fantasy fan, so seeing a half elf, half something is just so cool.
I'm not well versed in Dungeons and Dragons, so I don't really know much about it. But for someone who doesn't know much about it, it's very impressive.
Yeah, I've played the board game. Well, it's not a board game, is it? It's like a role play game. I played it once. A long time ago. I can't really remember it, but yeah, I just love the fact that it's so diverse in its lore, which a lot of games are, like World of Warcraft.
Big games like this just have tons of lore.
I just love them. Like I bought the books. I bought some of the books for that sort of thing. I've never played the game, but I just was so interested in the lore that they'd created. Where are we right now? Dwarves. Yeah. Okay, so here we are, yeah. I think these are halflings, yeah. I can't really see them from where we are, but they're the halflings. They're kind of like the hobbits. but yeah, it's pretty interesting. Half elves, they were good. Yeah, and so you choose a race, and then you are able to choose a whole lot more of other things. As you can see at the top, like class and religion, yeah, whatever she looks like or he looks like. This is Tiefling.
Tiefling is my race, my favorite race.
This is the race that Thom chose, obviously. We're gonna have some videos coming up of just random stuff that happens on this game. So yeah, Thom will be the Tiefling, and then I have chosen a Drow because I just love Dark Elves completely, and I was really happy that they actually had Drows on here. Well, because we haven't played Dungeons and Dragons, we're so surprised that these races are on here.
Yeah.
But these races are like normal to Dungeons and Dragons, so
What,
we're looking at this perspective of someone who's played a lot of fantasy games and not had a lot of range with them, like.
Or just offline, single player.
Yeah. So I'm just excited that I get to play as a drow because I fucking love them. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stare at her for a while. Reading
You already knew when you were going to.
Yeah, I already knew. After watching you look through the races, I definitely knew. I think if I was gonna do another one, I would do. I don't know. I think I'd do a half elf. Just because they're interesting. And I did like a shit ton of wood elves on Skyrim, so yeah, I'm all wood elf out. I really was staring at this for a while. I realise that now.
I think she had the longest description. Oh, one. You know,
Yeah, so these are the classes. I didn't read these out, so I'll probably cut through these a little bit quicker. Because they're basically self-explanatory to whoever's played a game with classes in, you know, this is the rogue, dual-handed rogue.
like a healer.
Healer, like, sort of, if you play Dragon Age, Tranty person, like religious sort of person, all about the light and stuff. Okay. Yeah, this is the race that Adam is.
The control name.
Yeah, so it's just the mage. You're going to be seeing a lot of that orb.
And the funny walk that comes with.
Yeah, I've made 2 characters, and I have chosen the archer for my main character, let's say. I redid her. I redid this girl here that we're seeing because a lot of people decided to look like her. And yeah, this is what Thom is. It's like a warlock, dark magic sort of. It is dark magic, yeah. It's basically just the opposite of light magic. 2-handed warrior, pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, and this is basically sword shield paladin kind of character. I chose this class. I really wanted to get on with this class, but I'm so used to long range in every game that I just sucked. I sucked. And like I was saying, I made this character. I played for like an hour or so with Adam, and then I came on like a day later and saw like 3 people in a row that looked exactly like her. I was like, okay, maybe this kind of thing, like the hair and the drow are popular. So I thought I'll go back and make her again because I just don't want to be looking like everyone else. It's pretty boring. Yeah. So on the one you're going to be seeing, I've changed to an archer. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun. I'm kind of obsessed with archery, Skyrim archer and all that.
Yeah, all that.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, the blind elf. Snipe the crap out of you.
My best character was the dark elf.
Mine was the dark elf.
She was like a dark elf with like purple tattoos, and she's just so good.
The dark elf with a mohawk, and she's blind. And she's bad.
But yeah, archers are just MLG on that. How long am I looking at this? Why? What am I doing?
Looking how good it was.
It is a good class. Like if I was gonna make another one, I'd probably make like a half elf guy with the paladin stuff. And that sounds really sexist, but I just love sword and shield guys. I just love them. I just really like them.
Oh, some activity. No.
Yeah, you can choose.
Like a little bonus.
Yeah, a
or
little
so.
bonus. So charisma or dexterity or
This
something
is
it was. I can't
where
remember.
characterization really kicks in.
Oh yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Basically, you're choosing a preset to start off from. So it's. I didn't know this at the time, but it's not just the face. It's like the body size and the height and things like that. So I just go for the one that looked like I wanted it to look. Well, face wise, not like body wise. So she wasn't ideal. Like she was nice. This the one I made here, but
it seemed like a lot of people made her too.
yeah, like it must have been pretty popular. I don't know. I don't get it, but yeah, I think the one I've made that you'll see when we record some more stuff, probably tomorrow. Yeah, she's a bit more unique. Which is what you really want in this type of
Did
game.
you change this?
No, I'm still a Drow.
Oh.
Just Drow Archer. Still called Phoenix. That's my go-to name. I just love it. Yeah, I've taken forever. Yeah, and you can change the colour of basically everything. These bottom hairs have one colour, but there's like a couple at the top that have a primary and a secondary.
Smells like highlights.
Yeah, they're kind of weird. Like they don't. Yeah, it's like a tone thing, so they don't go exactly the colour you want it to go. They look kind of plasticky to me. They look kind of like the king.
It will be one colour and then it has like a shine.
Yeah, like it looks like the Kingdoms of Amalur characters, where the hair was just so shiny and like blocky compared to like the person. Which it's not a bad game. I just couldn't get into it that well. But yeah, like later on, the hair is one colour, which means it's so bright, whatever you choose. Sadly for the Drow, there's not a lot of colour variance. Which kind of upsets me. Well, Drow are always meant to be this colour, but compared to the rest, every like colour thing is so much less. Like I really wanted for the skin, you can either have like really dark, like a blue grey, and then like a light brown. And I really wanted to have like a really nice pale grey for the Drow, because that's how I envisioned them. But no, it was kind of like a really dark grey, which I settled for. I like it. It's just that, you know, there could have been a lot more variation for the colour. And the hair, see, there's brown, blonde, and black and white, but
you look at like half elf or something.
yeah, like the wood elves, there's like a million colours. And I get that not many colours are gonna go with a grey skin, I suppose, but it's up to the person, really. So yeah, I really like Drows with blonde hair. Like that is my go-to thing. I just really like it. Oh yeah, this actually had a primary and secondary on this one. Because when I did my character again, the hair I chose didn't, so I was like, wait, what? Where is it? But then obviously I realised different hairs have different options. Here is basically presets of faces, and you just choose. There's 3 different options for each face. Yeah. I can't remember what I chose on this one. Probably that one if I'm lingering on it. Oh no, no, no.
You probably asked me this one or this one.
Yeah, I chose a lot of different things for my actual person that I made. But this gives you a good look at the character creation. What am I doing? Oh, here we go, skin colour. See, it's like there's not a lot of variation for me. Like I know you can't have a lot of variation for like the drow skin colour because they are meant to be dark. But like I said, there's no grey, like pale grey.
All very, very
It's
dark.
all, yeah, it's either like a browny wood elf colour, I would say, and then just like really, really dark to the point where you know, like this is purple black. It's like, no, that's not what a drow colour is. I've never seen a purple drow. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've never seen a purple drow. But yeah, I just really wanted to see more grey colours. I'm gonna stop talking about grey colours. I was just really upset about the grey colours. I was upset about the grey colours, okay? But I think I settled for that on this one. But on my other one, I've settled for a darker, like a darker black grey, which is gorgeous. And that's the closest I could find to what I really wanted. What's this? Eyes?
Another thing, if this is eyes, a very interesting thing, we could change the size of the pupil.
Yeah.
You can have no pupil.
It was a good idea, but it would have been nicer if you could have got closer.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you zoom in into your character, you don't really get that far.
No, like...
But the more you zoom in, the more lower they go as well. So.
Yeah, and I think... Then another problem I have with elf character creators, they presume that elves have, like, neon-coloured, weird eyes. Like, that's what really pissed me off on... Sorry, I went a bit northern there. That's what really pissed me off on Skyrim. When you wanted an elf, you had to have, like, orange or red eyes, and it's like, no, I wanted blue eyes. You know, why can't I have a colour? Like, and again, with this, like, these colours were just... It was basically purple, brown, and orange. And look, there's loads of them, but there's, like, no variant at all. Like, you could go along the whole line of colour and it'd just be the same. But that it might have changed, it's just that you weren't able to see it properly.
There wasn't much of a thing.
I do wish they would have added more colours for the eyes, because...
If you go on the half-elf or any of the race, for that matter, you'll probably get
like there was
a whole rainbow of colours.
There was a lot of colours, like you...
Going for a nice green colour.
Yeah. And then there was... the Wood Elves had normal coloured eyes and things like that. And... I think I went for a brown. Yeah, I went for a brown on this one. But later on, I just for my one I've settled on, I've gone for damaged eyes because they're red. And I think if I can't have the colour I want, I'm going for red because red is a drow colour for eyes. So, you know, I like that there's red. I just would have liked a more. I don't know. It just annoys me that you don't have that choice for an elf. You've got to have these crazy coloured eyes that don't... Like, they're always red or orange or... It's like, please, just let me have eyes that don't look like they're melting out of my head. Please. Can't. Oh yeah, there's. I don't know why I'm looking at her again. I think that's another thing. I think because I'm going back and checking, sometimes the options change without you knowing. That's one of the bad things. Yeah, like it just changes for no reason. So you're having to go back just to check that it's still like. Well, no, it's not a very clear reason. Like I just sat for a very long time creating this character that I've got now because it was just messed up all the time. Yeah, like. And then when it messed up, you were like, oh well, I'll just start all over again then, because you were just confused as to what had stuck and what hadn't stuck. So I think that was the only true negative about this character creator, was the fact that it just was really like sporadic. It was crazy. You didn't know what you were clicking on. I think I'm looking at eyebrows now. Am I looking at eyebrows? Yeah, I am. It's nice that you can have a variant of eyebrows. Again, you can change the colour, which is good, because I hate character creations that just set the eyebrow colour for you. Dragon Age.
Yeah, they make the exact same colour your hair for, which sometimes just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like
You've had
I don't get why
Dragon
Age has done that with the new Frostbite engine.
I think they do it on.
No, we cannot change the eyebrow colour, even though we can change every like minor detail.
It requires too much power in the
Yeah, because especially for when I was first creating my character on Dragon Age, she had orange hair and really pale skin.
So the eyebrows really.
So yeah, like she just looked really bright. I was like, why can't I have darker eyebrows? Why? Yeah, that's what annoyed me about it.
And you can't do it on the Saints Row either, which really annoyed me, because that had a really good character creation apart from the eyebrow.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. This is tattoos. We kind of went off on a tangent, as we do. Tattoos, I really liked. I really like the tattoos. I like having a choice of tattoos. I like having a choice of colour. Look how many amazing colours there are. I always get I need to stop talking Northern. I always get really overwhelmed when there's lots of colours, because I want every colour.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to look cool with every colour.
But then you see the people who have gone to like all their favourite colours and masked it.
Yeah, I used to do that, and it doesn't work really. If you you choose like all your favourite things, but then in the end it doesn't really work.
It's like the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare where you just sat there and they've got the weirdest things on.
Yeah, there's some pretty bad outfits on the new Call of Duty. Oh, and our battery's low. Hang on a sec, guys, just gotta move. So we're back, guys. That was a malfunction. We basically just missed like features. I didn't really change anything on the features.
It takes like
there's no difference really from either end of the scale.
There's no like real cutscenes where you even see your character.
Yeah, not really. Yeah, the only thing I changed was the body. Again, you just saw the 3 main body types, which is basically like
Heavy,
a normal,
tonne,
heavy,
slim.
and yeah. So I'm basically just changing the breast size because I don't like characters that look unbalanced. Yeah, that's basically the only thing I changed. I think I'm looking at I'm like viewing whether anything changes, and it doesn't. So I'm like, well, never mind then. Maybe it's like the most minuscule differences, but it doesn't really matter. The only time it matters was when my characters just kept looking wrong, and then as I was trying them, and then my one that I've got now, I changed just the size of her face, just so that she looked in proportion, because some of the elves just look so tiny. So I changed a few of her, like the head actually changes if you want to change the head size and where the neck is and that sort of thing. So I changed a lot of that. Got it spot on. She actually looks like a woman and not just like some tiny little pixie, which is pretty good. Yeah, here it messed up again. My tattoo just decided to go away.
Oh, it didn't change to another one or something.
I can't really see. My voice just went really weird. Ah! Yeah. Oh shit. I read. Yeah, guys, I read the backgrounds, and I don't read this, so this should.
This is like you choose your own god.
Yeah, this is in a lot of games like this. They have this sort of thing.
I noticed that they didn't have a no god option. Like they do.
Yeah, usually have a no god option. But we're not saying it's a bad thing. It's just.
I just don't like it when they force things on you.
Yeah. But I thought this was really interesting, and it doesn't have an effect in game, which is good. I think there could have been some perks, maybe.
Again, like in Kingdoms of Amalur, some players had health bonuses and.
Yeah, like there could have been some perks to having it, but no downfalls. Like someone does not going to talk to you because you worship this god. That would have just been really
maybe like
stupid.
a special quest could open up.
Yeah, like something. But it basically means nothing apart from what little nickname you can have, like whether you worship whoever or whatever. Yeah, I think I choose this. Yeah, I choose the elven god, basically. I like anything elven, as my friends will tell you. I just like the idea of an elf worshipping an elf, like he's the father of elves, so I was like, yeah, we'll go for that. That's good. And then this is interesting. You can choose where you're from, and the history you have with that place, and all of them are different. All of them have their own. They have 3 different backgrounds that you can have. I went
to that one there, that place, and you can be a slave, an escaped slave.
Which is pretty cool. Well, it's not cool, but it's a pretty deep and interesting sort of background that you can build on.
Yeah, it has a unique thing.
A lot of people play these games just to be stupid, like just to, because obviously nobody knows who you are. You can call yourself whatever you want and just be a little bit stupid. But no, I adore actually getting into the game, understanding the lore that these people have taken time to make, and I just couldn't mess around on it. Like I just want to get into it and believe it's real, which is kind of sad, but there you go. That's my escape. Yeah, we're just basically going down all the answers, all the choices for you guys. You can. I take a lot of time on them, so you can read through them. I'd read them if I could see them, but I can't on this screen. Yeah, I can't. No, I can't read it. But I think, have I been past the boss? one that I was? I don't know. It's like Myth Draenor. So guys, if we've been past Myth Draenor, then yeah, it's basically Elven City. I didn't really. There's a lot of choices, but there wasn't a choice that really suited me that I liked. Like I would have liked to see the choices that came with where you chose. I probably could have clicked on them and gone back, but there was a lot of them. But yeah, I just chose the Elf City because I thought, again, why not? I'm an elf. But that would be my haven. City full of elves. I'd be like, yeah, I'm game. Let's go.
Won't be able to get you out of it.
No. Ooh, a cat's just coming. So yeah, I'm basically just gonna click on Myth Draenor eventually. Eventually.
One day.
I'll get there. Do it. Click on it. Yeah, and these are the three options that come with Myth Draenor. I didn't really get the top one. It said I'm a patriot of this place, and I like the ancient.
Yeah, you like to research it all. And then
I
there's
was
one
like, does that mean I'm really old or something?
And there's like the keeper of the fields and stuff.
They got like the forests, and
Yeah.
then
And
the
then there's like a
military,
military family.
which is what I choose. I just think that's a cool option. I don't know. I like characters with purpose, and that seems like a purpose that I could get behind. Like if you grew up in a military family, and she likes combat and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I don't know, that one called to me. Yeah, type the name in. Another thing, guys, when you go to delete a character, you have to type their name in, which is, you'd really like that idea, don't you? Because you can't accidentally do it.
You have to type in the right
You have to
name.
you have to understand which one you're deleting. And you can have two characters ongoing, I think.
Yeah, because there's an achievement for having two characters
Yeah,
at level 60.
Level 60 is the top level, and there's quite a lot of level 60s already, to be honest. But it's pretty easy to get there. It'll probably take
Especially if you have a few friends.
Especially with a few friends, it'll probably take you a week to get to level 60. But yeah, there's even though it's so easy to get to the top level, there's loads of different choices you could do over and over again, because each race has their own quest. So yeah, I'm gonna have like a drow quest while you have a tiefling quest, which is another thing, like another reason why you would play through it. Which is the same for Dragon Age, really, or Origins, where you have different origins, different races and ideas and personalities. So yeah, when you first start this game, it's very confusing if you've not played MMOs before.
The problem I have with MMOs is there's so much information on the screen. Eventually you teach yourself to learn that most of it's just irrelevant, or just doesn't apply to you, but when you first start, it's very overwhelming.
I didn't get the controls. I had to ask Thom because he'd already played it, what to do. But yeah, basically that like, I don't know what you would call that at the bottom.
What?
Like the control center.
The control center, where all the powers are, basically.
Yeah, that's basically all your powers and
inventory emotes
and jumping. Yeah. And that's another thing you'll find out in our videos, is that you can dance. There's been a lot of incidences with funny dancing.
Once we made that discovery, it was the most hilarious thing in the world.
Okay. So yeah, you just pick up whatever armour you're given, not medium, rubbish armour, and weapons in the beginning, just to start you out.
I've gone quite far, and you do get a nice flow of new things, nice new armors and weapons.
Like like you do, when you complete main quests or quests that Nox give you, basically you get stuff that is tailored to you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't, if it's random loot, but definitely at the end of a quest you will get something that is tailored to you, so you can wear it.
And it's just for you as well. So when you open a crate, open a chest at the end,
Yeah.
it's not just for everyone. There's something in it
Yeah,
for you.
there's loot is for
It won't
everybody.
disappear if someone else gets
So
it.
this is actually quite an interesting thing. It's not going to be like World of Warcraft, I believe, where you go in as a group
You race to the loot.
and you
basically.
race to the loot, or if you're in a group, you give
Alright,
whatever
well,
loot.
I
don't know
I
whether
think a
that
good
happens.
example, what we know of for sure, is Borderlands.
Yeah.
If you shoot someone, the gun pops out, and it's a gun you really want, but whoever's with you just takes it. It's like,
Yeah, especially online,
yeah.
like there's no camaraderie. Yeah, some people would, but a lot of the time, people would probably just take it not knowing that nobody else is going to get any loot. But yeah, that's the good thing about this, especially when you've done a massive mission together with friends. There's no arguing over who gets what.
It's all for you.
And especially because Thom likes to steal everything, it gives other people a chance to have something. Guys, don't ever play Resident Evil with Thom, because you'll have no guns. Let's just say that. And Adam will agree with me, so just don't trust him. Don't trust him.
The Resident Evil god.
The only reason I played it with you was because
You desperately needed someone to play through it.
No. When we were on Resident Evil 5, you were already leveled up, so you had the Magnum, you were like, well, I don't care about anything else, and then I could have what was ever left. But then when we played Resident Evil 6, I generally only like the shotgun, or like an SMG, like. So yeah, I'm like, you can have everything else. You can have the sniper. You can have the Magnum. I don't care. I just want what I want.
I also like shotguns, so there's a bit of a race for shotguns. Stealing shotgun shells.
Yep. Yeah, that's another thing about Thom. He likes ammo. To steal ammo. Don't trust him, guys. But yeah, at least this game isn't like this. Yeah, you come over here. So yeah, this first quest, this is all the prologue, basically, is you getting used to the controls and such. And you get, the shitty thing is, you get no XP for killing people. The only XP you get is from missions, so you could kill a whole load of people. And Tinkerbell is leaving the room again. So yeah, that first mission was basically just healing guys, and then you come over here. Yeah, you can regain health. Bonfires. Like bonfires.
You can pray at
Dark
them.
Souls.
You find out how to pray. And pray and give you XP and some
Thank you for aiding the wounded. They wouldn't have survived
So
much
you talk
longer
to
with all the
this
undead
Scottish
roaming
dwarf,
about.
which
Tried to
isn't
get medical
stereotypical
supplies
at
and
all.
reinforcements to Lincoln as soon as possible.
No, it's cool.
I'm
But
afraid I
he
have a
reminds me of
gruesome
the
task
dwarf
for you.
from
We've driven Valindra's
The
main
Hobbit,
army off.
Five Armies.
Red Wizard allies are still harassing us
Oh,
with
what's it called
summoned
now?
undead.
Bill
Private Hotadon is trying to drive them off with his
Yeah.
arrows.
Yeah.
Short on ammo. Search the
But that's not the
battlefield.
dwarf thing.
Scavenge some arrows.
No, that's just the guy who plays him. Anyway, this mission, pretty simple. Just finding arrows.
And you meet a guy who was in the cutscene over
I
here.
think this guy was in the cutscene.
Yeah,
It
I'm
looks
pretty
like
sure
him. Yeah, I'm just testing the bullets. You have, on the consoles, you have a right trigger attack, and then a left trigger attack, or sort of bonus thing, which is the shield bash.
And then later you get so many powers.
Yeah, you
start
get a lot of
binding them
powers.
to different buttons and all kinds of things.
we talked to this guy.
I will answer your questions.
I'm pretty sure it's a guy from me.
I think I kind of skip it a bit because when you leave, you can still hear them talking, which is a bonus and not. I like it because it means that when Thomas is skipping through stuff, I can still hear what the story is. But it also means if you've read it really quickly like I do, then it just carries on, yeah. But he's basically just trying to bind the soul of this dragon so that it can't come back. That is the initial thing of it.
Trying to find out where the woman and the crazy dead woman.
Yeah, and then this girl comes up. And, she.
I believe she sends a message.
Yeah, I kind of cut it because she starts sending me messages and stuff. And obviously it's not entertaining for people. Well, no, because it probably would be entertaining.
Maybe some people are into that.
But yeah, like she's just sending me some messages, so I kind of cut it out. And some people would enjoy that. A lot of people would enjoy how friendly people are, but I just get shy, so I'm like, no, I don't want to talk. I don't. I struggle talking to people I know. So here we go. The message came up, and I just kind of skipped all that. Yeah, this is like exactly what I mean. People want to be friends. They want, help, and they want, because some missions, there's a team. You're required to be a team, otherwise you will just get obliterated.
Which again has
the good thing is, when you go on somebody's name, you can see their account, their Xbox or PlayStation account. I don't know if it's on PlayStation. Well, anyway, their Xbox account. So you could do messages through Xbox. You could join a party with them, which means you could just talk. Which is what we did with somebody called Thom, Adrian. He was pretty cool. Like Adam added him to the party, and he was, he was helping and talking, which was really nice. But some people aren't comfortable with that, or don't have a headset. So it basically, you can join somebody's party on here. You can invite them, and they basically can see you where you're going, and that's it. You can send messages through the game. It basically pops up in the chat, which is to the left.
Which can get very crowded if you
and some pretty crazy things. If
crazy messages.
You will see later on that there is a place. There is supposed to be like a pub brothel type thing. Some crazy stuff is typed in that chat.
You'll see people genuinely wanting to meet up and trade things, and then you'll see people who are doing questionable things with their time.
Yeah, things for gold, let's say. Yeah.
Special favors can be.
That was pretty funny when we found that. That was pretty crazy. We kind of walked out of that and was like, let's never return.
Yeah, some people use the emotes you can have for
which is just like any other game. Sometimes it's a bit scary, sometimes it's just funny to watch. So yeah, it's pretty simple tasks that you're given in the beginning. You basically just, it tells you, it leads you with these little shiny things, and it tells you exactly what you've got to do. Apart from a few quests which get a bit confusing, but mostly it's really good for direction. Like, I hate fantasy games where they just tell you something and expect you to know where to go.
Like a bit of
I'm really sorry, guys, but The Witcher. Like, I know I'm gonna get so hated for this, but I was new to the series, and I just did not get it. I didn't. Like, the guy would go to me, I'll go kill this thing in this place, and I'd be like, well, where's that? And I just could not do it. Maybe if I'd got more into it, I would have learned, but it kind of put me off from the start. I like not being led. I like open world things.
At least knowing where you need to go.
Yeah, and oh god, this is
This is a sprint.
This is a,
well, it's not a sprint, it's just your defensive.
This is the guard for the paladin type thing.
I
was literally just walking around going, you want some? I was just trying to annoy people. Adam thought it was pretty scary when I was chasing after him like that, but yeah, you see here, other people can just come in, like, they don't even have to be in your party. people just come in and help.
You're sharing a server with at least 80 people
Yeah,
at a time.
there's a lot of people. And that's another thing we'll probably talk about. Actually, yeah, we'll talk about it now. The servers get, as you can imagine, they get really laggy. Like, sometimes you just can't move an inch without something like freezing or freaking out.
Yeah.
But it's actually pretty good for how many
Stable,
people are in
but
it.
yeah, how many people are in it. And
I think it's
switch
been
the servers.
down. It's been down in the last 11 hours.
Yeah, there's something wrong.
Something's a little bit wrong with
Accessing the Zen market.
yeah, the Zen market. So Thom has bought some Zen money basically in the game, and it's not come through. And it's happened for a lot of people where it's glitched. I suppose it's a good thing. It's glitched, so it's not come through for ages, and then it's given them more money than they paid for, which is, I don't know whether to say that's bad or nice, but I don't
Whether or
know.
not they get charged more.
Maybe they'll patch it because that's losing money, but I don't know.
Maybe it's just a slight problem with the server.
I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, the combat is good. The combat is good for this type of game.
The combat reminds me of Dragon Age.
Yeah, Dragon Age Origins.
But more.
Like, I thought it was gonna get really dry, like quickly, because you choose a race and then that's it. Oh yeah, it kind of freaks out a little bit.
That's a good example.
But no, it was actually pretty fun. Like, especially, I don't know, I just love seeing all the different people and all the different powers that
I've had
you
a lot
can.
of fun with my class.
Yeah, your class is
My
so
combat.
OP. The Typhling
The
is
Scourge
OP.
Warrior.
Yeah. Typhling, Scourge Warrior. Well, the Warlock thing is, yeah, honestly. And then both Adam and Thom are long range, so they can deal a whole load of damage before the enemies even touch them.
Like when I did this first mission, I didn't get any health taken away from me, but because Hannah is using a sword and shield,
Yeah,
she has to get up and
I am
close.
not used to this class whatsoever.
You're not used to taking damage.
Yeah, I'm generally always long range. Like I said before, I have tried Thom's Warrior for the videos you've seen of Dragon Age with Thom's Warrior Arya, and I just got wrecked, like big time. Because you have to be used to the tactics of your class. Like with rogue, you have to go around people and things like that. But yeah, I have been a mage or an archer for years, like on everything. So this was completely new to me. Like I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. And looking at this is making me want to be a paladin again.
Maybe it should be a two-handed weapon again.
No, I'll leave that to Dark Souls. But yeah, I might do her again. I might not. I don't know. This is the thing. You like what you used to.
There's so much variation.
Yeah, you like what you used to, and then when you want to try something new, you're like, oh,
Like you'll be in the game mode and you'll see someone walk past as a really cool class and
yeah,
really
like
cool army.
I've seen a lot of cool archers, and I'm like, oh,
I saw a pirate lady the other day. I don't know what class she was, but I really wanted to be.
Yeah, she was pretty
She
cool.
was badass. Come to shame.
Yeah, guys, I can play games, okay? This is just really terrible. With how many times I get hit, and that's another thing with this class. There's not really like a speed, like action or dodge that I found yet. So you basically had to kind of stop what you were doing to jump out of the way, and a lot of the times you weren't successful. And I am not used to guarding at all. In no game do I ever guard with a shield. Like, I just cannot do it. The only thing I've ever done that in is Metal Gear, where you had to block with the sword, Metal Gear Revengeance, otherwise you would just, no, because I played it on hard, so you were just going to die over and over again if you didn't learn to block at the right time. But other than that, I always choose the speed option, so the dodge, especially on Dark Souls, because they're just so unpredictable, so I just can't block. I don't even know what they're doing half the time, so I'm just dodging around and doing all sorts, but yeah, I love to dodge. So this was completely new to me, because I do have a guard. I was just like, I don't know when to click in. And yeah, this made me laugh because everyone always does it, don't they? Where they shout the name of the person they're running up to, whose back is turned.
Like, he had a chance against her. Like,
Yeah, like he could have gone up and stabbed her in the back and be
I'm
gone.
sure she'd be very powerful, but at the same time, he'd at least got a hit on her.
Yeah, at least scratched her. She looks nasty. I don't like
She
the
looked
nose.
nice at the start, and then suddenly...
Oh yeah, you have a daily power, which is that middle thing, middle glowing orange thing that builds up every time you get a hit.
Although it's not
And I
exactly
kind of
daily.
failed with it because I didn't know the range on it, so it got those guys
But
instead.
it's not strictly a daily power. I don't really know what's called a daily power. I mean, I'm sure there's a reason, but it just recharges every time.
Yeah, it recharges pretty quickly as long as you're constantly getting hits. I don't know whether it's time or hits actually. It just
No,
hits.
it's like more. I think it is hit point.
Okay.
Every
So
action
it'd
point.
be like the fade powers for Dragon Age. You have to hit people and not be hit. Like you can be hit on this one. But yeah.
The more damage you do, and the more it's going to come up.
But this was terrible. This was a terrible show of not my skills right here. I just could not do it because you get stuck in the animation for fighting. So he's basically going to swing at you no matter what, and you're still like flying around doing all
That
sorts.
funny little shield damage too.
Yeah, when I played as an archer, I did not get hit once because you have like a kind of shift out of the way. I did not get hit once because I'm so used ranged. You can just
same with that.
as long as you can push away from people, you're just gonna be OP. But yeah, I finally managed to kill. It is terrible. And yeah, these you get unidentified items, and generally, if you inspect them, they'll sometimes they're for your class and sometimes they're not. They're kind of a bit confusing, to be honest.
Well, it's a feature that is in MMOs. I've seen it before, but...
Oh well, I've never seen it before, so it was a bit confusing to me. I presumed that they were just gonna look at the race and your class and give you something to your class.
They need to give you things you can sell and...
Yeah. I just got a bit confused. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, talk to this guy.
Sorry, should have been more cautious.
I think I laughed on the original audio. Which I felt really bad about.
I think some of the dialogue in this game is a bit cheesy, not very...
It's like that in a lot of...
I guess because there's a lot of characters, a lot of things, it'd be hard to focus, especially for a voice actor to get really into a character when they're probably voicing hundreds.
Yeah, and the whole entire game. But no, I think it was actually pretty well done. Like, the story not gripped me. It didn't grip me, but it had me more entertained than a lot of these type of games I've ever done. Kingdoms of Amalur, the beginning was really interesting. How it was on about.
The problem I have with that is I did a DLC, and it just kind of I did it in like this near the start, and it just.
The main story is it just drifts off somewhere, and the Fae looks so stupid. But yeah, this is the opening.
To a very good game, which I'm enjoying.
The Fae look like ice creams. Neverwinter. So yeah, you get the loading screens actually aren't too bad, to be honest.
Pretty short.
Pretty short loading screens. For a next gen
game. And the way you expect as well. There's no surprise.
It's not next gen, but for a game that is And then here you go. This is the main bit where this is like the main city.
Awesome and not so awesome people.
Yep. So yeah, I kind of walk around for a bit, and I think this is the end of it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed our little rant for an hour.
And we'll be doing more little Neverwinter things.
Yeah, we will definitely be doing more because just some crazy shit happens.
It's a lot of game to cover.
Right. So yeah, it's gonna end in
a few seconds.
So bye guys.